Hello and welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff and happy Friday morning. And today, or it might be Friday afternoon where you're at, I don't know. But hey, good morning. Today we are going to finish this set right here. And this set right here is the Ninjago City Workshops, which is set number 71837. I will switch cameras so you can see the whole thing. But we've gotten bags 1 through 20 done, and we've got another 8 bags up here. So I don't know how long this is going to take, but we're just going to finish it up. Mainly because we have got to get it done. Let me show you. Now, the tracking said it would be here today, but to my surprise, when I got home very late last night, this was here. The Arkham Asylum. Batman. Very excited about this set. Boys, this is a heavy box. Just 2,953 pieces, that's all. So that will be Monday's stream. So we got to clear the table by doing this stream and finishing this up so we can do that one on Monday. Let's go ahead and switch cameras and we'll just get her started. How are you guys doing today? How's your day been? And here is bags 1 through 19, right? Or 1 through 20, I'm sorry, right here. Obviously, we have the inside of this top thing right here to build. And I think that's going to be first. I'm going to set this aside to get it out of the way. All right, so my day yesterday, we talked about this. I woke up having a very crummy day because I woke up to a text message that my dad was in the hospital. So after the stream, I talked to my son. He talked to his boss. His boss told him to get out of there, don't come back. So Spencer and I started driving down, and my sister's a postal carrier, and I had no idea whether she was off of work or not. So I texted her and said, hey, and she says, oh, I'm done with work. So she said, I'd love to go see Dad. Can you pick me up? Well, she's right there on the way. I mean, literally, you can see the freeway from her house that I go on. So I went ahead and I stopped and picked her up. And then me, Spencer, my sister, drove down, and we called my dad at last minute, like right before we got there, because we wanted to know if he wanted something to eat. And so my dad says, yeah, I'd love this certain sandwich. And I said, okay, we'll bring it to the hospital. And he goes, oh, no, don't bring it to the hospital. He says, they're going to be releasing me here soon. So my dad was released from the hospital yesterday. We picked him up a lobster sandwich, which was his request, and delivered said sandwich to him. And my mom, of course, wanted one too, so we picked up 2 of those. And God, I got this fly in my house that has been harassing the shit out of me. Anyway, the 3 of us went down to see my dad and had a really enjoyable visit. He was very talkative compared to normal. He was very alert. They did confirm it was a heart attack, which means that's number 3 for him. So anyway, and yes, Spencer's doing just fine, John. So that's how yesterday went that way. I got to make sure I put this on right. These stickers, there's lots and lots of stickers in this one, 3 pages worth. And I'm concerned because there's still quite a few stickers left. So we've got our work cut out for us. So yeah, I was able to see my dad, and he's doing okay. And my mom's worried about him, of course, but I mean, she's gonna be. So And for those who don't know, my dad and mom live about 100 miles from me. So it was a very long trek yesterday. But it was a trek worth making, and I'd make it again and again. So anyway, I apologize. I am tired, very tired, because we didn't roll until very late. And as you know, life doesn't stop. It just keeps rolling. But I did wake up to a bit of good news. I saw that they arrested a person they believe was the killer of Charlie Kirk, and I'm not here to discuss Charlie's policies or politics at all. But I am here to say I'm glad they caught someone who they believe to be the killer. So that I am happy for, because I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, you really should not be okay with someone being killed. And that's where that's the position that I'm taking. I'm not taking a position on his views or how he expressed his views or all the many other things I've heard and how I've heard it. I don't care. You can have your, just like I'm saying he should have had his opinion. I'm thinking that you should be able to have yours as well. But one thing that I hope we can agree on is that civil discussion and debate are the way to go, not weapons and violence. And that I do stand firm on. The official started gaslighting us already. How so, John? I'm not. I admit, because of my own events going on, what I've read has been very limited. Normally, I would be much more involved in a situation like this, in trying to research everything I can and learn everything, and I just haven't. I just haven't really done much this time. I mean, I was the one driving yesterday, those 100 miles, so not a whole lot I can do while I'm driving. So looks like this Ninjago set, we're building somebody's apartment. That's what it looks like to me. And I could be wrong, but see, this is what I consider piece inflation right here, to try to get the piece count up. Lego used a plate, 3 clips, and a plate, 5 pieces. When they have a 1x1 brick with the same clip on the side, and it could have been just 3 pieces. And I swear they do that in order to say, oh, hey, look at our piece count. It's much higher on this one. Anyway, sorry. Let's just say they're blaming social media and radical ideology and stuff. He was, a typical political answer. Yeah. Well, John, I'll say I agree. I don't think it was just social media at all. I think social media had its place in there, yes, but I think that there's far more involved. But I don't want to get that deep into the weeds, because I don't mind doing that on Facebook Messenger or text or something. But when it comes to the purpose of this channel, I'll stop right there and just say I agree. Yeah. Without social media, would not know anything. Yeah, I basically turned it off after that. And that's kind of where I'm at too, John. I mean, normally I would have got more into it, but I can't really say that the events of what's happened in my own personal life the last 48 hours have not been a blessing in disguise, because it has been. Because my dad having a heart attack, first of all, I was already feeling a little crazy. Not really crazy. I was feeling a little sentimental about family because instantly I knew that Charlie Kirk had been killed in front of his family, basically. And that kind of shifted my focus to my own family. And I was actually thinking about my dad and my mom and my kids and, all that. And then my dad had a heart attack within 24 hours of Charlie dying or being killed, or however you want to put it. And that just totally shifted my paradigm, shifted completely after that, and started thinking about family a whole lot more. And to the point where, yesterday I drove 100 miles just to see my dad. So, and I made sure my sister was able to go with and be able to spend time with my dad as well as my son. So, yeah, things have completely shifted for me. Wait a minute. I'm grabbing the wrong pieces here because I'm talking too much. Anyway, hey, Cajun, how's it going? We had the same situation, Mom, with her eye surgery, and your dad. Yeah, that's true. And it's events like Charlie Kirk being killed and, personal tragedies or near tragedies in your own life that do tend to cause a paradigm shift on things. And so, anyway, I am very grateful to have had the opportunity to go down and see my dad. And Spencer and I did our grocery shopping too while we were down there, because I don't want to drive that all the way down there again on Saturday. So we just went ahead and took care of that. So anyway, news was blaming supporters for shooting him in celebration, said he had it coming. Yeah, I do not understand that rhetoric. I don't. I'm really sickened that people are using someone's death to further their own agenda like that. Let's just call it for what it is, man. It's horrible. Somebody murdered somebody. And really, what more do we need to say? And it shouldn't have happened, I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. Okay, so here we have a robot. We've got some magazines or books back here, some sort of record here, and a few supplies. Let's go ahead and throw this on the building. Hey, Panda. Hey, Greg. All right. So let's go ahead and let's shove this right in here. Oh, there we go. All right. So we have that done. Obviously, we've got some sort of void right here that needs to be filled in. I'm not sure what that's going to be, but I'm sure the instructions tell us. So let's flip the page and grab the next bag and keep going. Now, already in this bag, I see this. I don't know what color green this is, but this is a masonry brick in this new color. And I love masonry bricks. And the fact that we've got masonry bricks in a new color is exciting all by itself. Let's see. I hate it that people have to start their criticism with, I don't agree with. Who cares? A man was shot. I don't give a rat's butt if you agree with him or not. Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about the human side of it, which there is a human side to this, a person was killed. I agree with you, John. I mean, yeah. There's been a lot. I mean, in fact, I haven't been able to look at social media as much as I normally do either because of my situation. But yeah, it's totally been jammed up with comments about Charlie Kirk. In fact, I kind of scrolled a little bit this morning before I started the show just for a minute. And I think 7 out of the 10 things on my feed were about Charlie Kirk. So it's definitely on the minds of many right now. Agreed, John. Rex, let's see. I want to be able to easily buy masonry profile bricks in whatever color and not have to spend a mint. Yeah, exactly. And actually, I never watched even one episode of the Fabulous Five thing, the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy kind of show, whatever it was. I don't even know. Like I said, I'm not. Yeah, I have nothing to do with any of that. But when that set came out and it bombed and no one bought it, they took $100 set and I think it was marked all the way down to 45. And when it was marked down to 45, I bought 10 of them because it had the white and the light bluish gray masonry bricks. And I picked all of them out of the sets. I parted out the whole entire set, but I got a whole bunch off of that. So, and they caught them. Yes, they did. And I don't want any rumor started, okay? But I do want to tell you guys something. You remember how I told you I felt close to the situation because I lived just 3 miles from where this whole thing happened. I saw the picture of the guy in custody, and I saw the guy's name. I once knew a guy in that area, Utah Valley area, who his last name was Robinson, and I haven't seen him in like 30 years. But that guy that was arrested looked like it could be his son. And I don't know how I would confirm if it's the same guy that I know. I don't know how to confirm that because I haven't seen the guy in 30 years. And I'm sorry, I did not turn this off. And that phone call, that pisses me off, man. So anyway, because I don't have the guy's, I don't have his phone number because it's been so long. And I worked with him back in 1994. So it's just been so long. I don't even know how to confirm that. But anyway, it's a crazy world we live in. Hey, Rex, nothing wrong with being a PDF file. It's in our nature. Age is an arbitrary number. Okay. I'm not sure what that's all in reference to, but all right. Maybe I missed something. Probably did. So I'm sitting here just blabbing away. I don't know if we're building another robot. I don't know what we're building here. Oh, it's a windowsill. Well, his dad is the one that turned him in. Yes, correct. And the scary thing is, the guy that I knew way back then was talking about getting into law enforcement. And then I've come to find out this guy, his dad was in law enforcement. So I don't know if it's the same guy or not. And like I said, it's just been over 30 something years. How do I confirm that? I don't think I can. All right. Let's get this other side done. And here we're about ready to do black stickers on black tile, which is really hard for me to see, but I can do that. My response to that would be get my Google account deleted. Yeah, he probably will. His roommate discussed this, so the roommate friend should be another person of interest as an accessory. See, I don't know these details because I just haven't had a chance to, and I wished I did because I like staying on top of those sort of things. But when you got what I got going on right now, time comes at a premium. I hope he doesn't Epstein himself. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. He's in custody now, Greg. County jail. He won't kill himself. Rex, hint, don't bother. It won't improve your life in any way to confirm such a suspicion. And you're right, it won't. It won't. Check your phone. Oh, all right. Let's see. Yeah, please do. There's no room for that here. Good morning or good afternoon. Yes, correct order. Whatever one it might be, as I say. Oh, boy. And let's see. If you spray the surface with Windex, you'll remove stickers around to align them perfectly for. Oh, okay. All right. I actually happened to get these ones on straight, even though it was black on black, which is really hard for me to see. I used to be able to do stickers like that when I was younger, but I've noticed with my eyesight dimming because of age that does not, that does not jive with me. Now, this is an interesting color scheme right here. I like that. Yeah. Doesn't have to be dripping wet, though. Just a spritz from a small spray bottle, like the kind they sell at Walmart. Oh, yeah, I know which one. The ones I spray my cats with. Yeah, I spray my cats with water when they do something wrong. And it's funny, I haven't had to spray my cats in months. They got tired of getting hit with the water bottle randomly, not knowing where it comes from. So they quit doing stuff. Just woke up because I was up all night going down a political shorts rabbit hole. Yeah, I kind of wished I had a little bit of time to do some of that, because normally I do. So yeah. And finally, Porthos went quiet. Good catch, Cajun. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I didn't realize what you were talking about there until you sent that to me. So I appreciate that as well. Well, today is supposed to be only in the 70s here, so I'm hoping to be able to, first of all, get some stuff done. I'm so far behind. This has just been a weird week for me, not just because of political things that have happened, but my dad having a heart attack. And I just haven't got done the things that I normally would get done. And so I need to do some yard work. I've got a board on my deck that has, well, the idiot put the clips on either side of the board, but didn't put a screw through it to hit, the framing of the deck. And so over time, the board has slid off. And so the end, when you step on it, it goes down and it's about ready to break if somebody steps on it wrong. So I bought the proper decking screws. I just need Spencer's help to like put the hammer underneath it while I go on the side and push it and then screw it down. So I need to take care of that. I'm hoping to get that done today. Lots of yard work, actually. I haven't mowed my lawn in quite some time because, well, it didn't rain here for almost 2 months. And so everything was dead. So I'm not going to mow dead grass. And then all of a sudden, about a week ago, it's been raining almost every day, and now everything's green and it's grown and it's long and it's time to get to it. So I want some hot chicken. Oh, hot chicken sounds hot. She sounds hot. Just kidding. Yeah, nothing wrong with hot chicken. Actually, we have a Mexican restaurant called Beto's around here. Really good food. And I had their smothered chili verde burrito yesterday. And oh my gosh, did I pay for that? I came home and I can't. Let's just say the memes about eating Taco Bell food apply here. It was a very bad situation, and like scriptures say, and this too shall pass. And it did. Dang long grass. Yes. Yeah, it is pretty bad back there. The front yard's not as bad because it receives almost full sun all day long. So kind of the heat took care of that not growing too fast. But the back, where it shaded a lot, yeah, it grew quite a bit. I'm going to have a little bit of trouble, and I hope I remember to remove the hoses. Because my thing is, I end up, I don't know how many times, I get up on that riding lawnmower and then I run over the hose and ruin it. I've done it so many times back there. So, and I got 2 of them running now back there. So I hope that I'm able to remember to pick it up and move it because I don't want to ruin it. Those hoses are $90 a piece. And Lord knows I'd rather spend the money on Lego than I would another hose. But Lord also knows that if I end up breaking a hose, I'm going to have to do that first. You ran for the border when you feel something strange. You don't know what it is. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my phone. Got another person calling me right now. I'm not answering. You know what the funny thing is? I'm just going to say this right now. The people that have called me, and I'm missing a window, by the way. Oh, well, I'm missing the glass for the window. But it's okay. I've got plenty of these. The 2 people that have called me while I'm sitting here doing the stream are 2 people that are actually subscribers. And if they had their notifications turned on, they would know that, hey, he can't talk right now. He's doing a live stream. So anyway, funny but not funny. Noah, how you doing? Cap the Black Pro. Oh, at midnight. Ooh, awesome. Awesome. Are you going to build it right away when it comes in? It's rude to call without texting first. I actually do tend to text people to see if they're available before I call them. Not always, but most of the time. All right. Now what do we have? When it comes to calling Miss Chip, I just pick up the phone and call. I don't care. Oh boy, what did I do? Oh boy. Well, somewhere I got something wrong because I have the wrong color. Oh well, we're just gonna put it on there. That's what I got. Not sure. I have a lot of stuff on the backlog. Okay. Yeah. I've got 4 large sets that I haven't even opened. Never mind build yet. Though 2 need heavy modifications. Which two are you going to modify? Noah, I really wanted both GWT, so I had to cop day 1. You know, that's fair. That's fair because a lot of times they don't last. You deserve a new sub. Well, thank you. Are you going to be that sub? Bricked Together by Joshua. Benacio. You know what? I feel bad trying to pronounce your name, and it's because I don't know how to pronounce. And I don't want to butcher names, so I'm sorry if I said that wrong. And you said you subbed. Well, thank you. Sesame Street and Xavier. Oh, yes. I know the two that you're speaking of. I love the Sesame Street set, and I'd like to see what kind of modifications you're going to make to it, because I think it'd be awesome to see it. I always like those sort of things. I'm also hoping that I have time today to go out to my city and work on it. I received some pieces the other day, and actually not some, a lot of pieces for my city the other day, and I really want to get to it and build it, but I only had about an hour, so I only did a little bit. But trust me, guys, because of people stealing ideas, I'm not going to pre-announce it, but you guys are definitely going to want to watch my city update videos, because I have some ideas in my head, and I have the pieces because of what I'm doing to do something really awesome with that cliff. And I'm talking about really, really awesome. Like, I think it's going to blow some people away how awesome it's going to be. And no, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying that, like, I just was thinking about it the other day, and the idea just kind of popped in my head, and I started working through it, and I'm like, holy crap, if I do this, I have never seen it done by any other YouTuber. And so therefore, I got to keep my mouth shut, number one. And number two, I just need to do it. So that's where I'm at with that. And what's really super funny is finding some pieces is hard to do sometimes. There we go. Are my a fan of Ninjago? Not the cartoon, but yes. I did see the Lego Ninjago movie, and I did like it, but I didn't watch any of the cartoons. But yes, I am a fan of Ninjago in general, because I like how, well, it's not quite steampunked, but it's kind of like Lego City's kind of steampunked in Japanese style or Chinese style or whatever. And, I like that Asian flair to it. And don't talk about any websites with Asian flair, because I've seen those sites, and no thank you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking around. I have no idea. I don't have no idea what I just said. Let's see. We went to the Lego store last night because we needed to get out of the house and away from the screen. Yes, I totally get that. I'm glad you're able to do that. And I was able to do that too yesterday, because I drove over 200 miles yesterday. And I was with my sister and my son, and the situation did not allow for us to really dive into anything even close to political. I like the original Lego movie with Lord Business, and it wasn't that Will Ferrell that played that, if I remember right. I got myself that second copy of the Spider-Man train, so now I can go ahead with the last. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to get a few more. I have one of the Spider-Man, but I need several. So I'm not sure which stream. Actually, I do know which stream. It is going to be the morning stream that we're going to do the Arkham Asylum. Sorry, I had to think about that. The brain is sticking. Let's see. Rex says, I went to a Walmart the next day over to get some Spider-Verse figs, and while they were listed as being in stock, there was nothing but Formula One garbage all over the place. Yeah. Oh, I'm going through with it. Big time. Hoarder. Because all I have to say is that I ran this idea past one close friend, and he's someone who does the same thing. I do the same thing for him. He runs ideas past me all the time, and we both run it past each other before it gets released out in the public, I guess you could say. And I know that he won't reveal it because I never reveal his. So I ran it past him, and he thought it was an awesome idea. And he said, well, you know what? I'd only tweak one thing, and I ain't gonna tell you what that is, but that's the beauty of it. I don't ask him for credit for the things that I do, and he doesn't ask credit for the things that he does. Which, by the way, I don't have any money at the current moment, but I think I have a solution to the elevator situation on the Avengers Tower. So hopefully a week from today on Friday, I will have some money I can go ahead and put that towards the city, towards the Avengers Tower. Sorry, I can't even speak right now. Like I said, I was up so late last night. It's not even funny. Okay. Now we're going to put this right here, and I will turn it around so y'all can see it. There we go. So we have the shop up here. It looks like there's maybe a little bit that can go up here. And obviously this mechanism right here needs to have a mech on it. But I'm not really sure what else we're going to build, and we've got over 4 bags left. So let's just get to it. I can understand what you mean. I had to go unplug from social media yesterday too. I went to Walmart and spent some time with my family. Yeah, definitely. Let's go W in the chat. I'm not sure what that means, but so I can't comment on that because I'd be afraid that I'm saying something I shouldn't, given what happened earlier in the stream. I grew up with Ninjago cartoons as a kid, same as Heroes. Okay. All right. That's cool. Now, I mean, I always knew about Ninjago, but at the time Ninjago was out, I was a manager of a newspaper, and I was managing 45 people. So I barely saw my kids, man. Which is actually something I kind of regret. I mean, I'm glad I had the job, and I'm glad I had the money and stuff, but you know, your kids are only young once. And I wished I could have spent more time with them, to be honest. And now they're all grown. Hey, Zach, how's it going? How you doing today, man? The asylum looks sick. So it's going in the city. The asylum, yes. And that has nothing to do with the idea that I was just talking about. Separately, yes, I am going to put the asylum in my city. I'm not sure exactly where yet. That's still up in the air, but definitely. And I've noticed that there's part of the back missing to the asylum. That's what it looked like on the box. And if that's the case, we're going to have to rectify that and give it a proper backing. Is it just me, or does this face of the Nutcracker look like something that belongs in a horror film? I have 2 of that train. I feel like I needed at least 2 train cars. I do have enough parts to make a partial train car if I need a little extra. Awesome. W in the chat. Okay. Tomorrow is the weekend. Yes. No reason to buy multiple copies of a small set when the parts you need are not rare. You know what? You're right about that. I need to look at that and see if I have the parts. That'd probably make more sense. Oh, and I put that on the wrong end. Yeah, this Nutcracker to me is looking something like out of a horror film. I think the details in the Ninjago City Workshops are very cool and interesting. I do too. I have the Ninjago City Markets built to my right here that I built on the stream here. That was actually the first set that I did my mornings with Chip with, was that. And I absolutely love it. And I have the Ninjago City Gardens in a bag not built over there, and I'm considering doing that one next. After the Arkham Asylum, I mean. Yeah, so this gives the Nutcracker a sword. I'm almost certain it's demonic now. All right. Okay, so let's oh, he's supposed to be grabbing the top of that. Okay, well. All right, so we have the possessed Nutcracker up here, and the rest of it, it looks like, that's what it is. Okay, so in the next bag, we're going to be building the little slide in for this room up here. So let's go ahead and do that. I feel like adding more passenger cars to the trains I have. I can just get the parts list for one, double, triplet, and buy the parts. Yeah, there's one in particular that I really regret not doing, and that is the Emerald Knight. I have the Emerald Knight, but I've always wanted to do more train cars to it, but those tan train windows are very rare, and the last I checked, they were almost $2 for window, and I just can't. I can't. I mean, I think you need something like 10 windows a car, so it's like $20 a car, and that's just the car, the windows. It's not the rest of it. Now, the rest of them are fairly common parts, but still, there's an expense in getting them. So I seriously doubt that. And I love this guy's outfit right here and his little cane there. We'll set him aside. Yo, that's awesome. Thank you. So did you and your dad? Oh, I did. I did go visit my dad. I picked up my sister along the way because I stopped at Beto's and got something to eat. And while I was sitting there eating, she got a hold of me and said, "Hey, what's up? And what are you doing?" I told her, and she says, "Hey, please come pick me up." And she was literally the next exit. So I picked up my sister and Spencer and I, and my sister, we went and visited my dad. He was released from the hospital as we were driving down there. So he told us, well, first of all, he made a request. He wanted us to pick up a lobster sandwich for him. And so we went to Salt Lake City, which is about 20 minutes further than my parents. We picked up a lobster sandwich, and actually my mom wanted one too, so we got 2 lobster sandwiches and brought them to them. My dad was in really good spirits. It was a heart attack. It was heart attack number 3. They told him just to follow up with his cardiologist, basically. They didn't do much for him. So I don't know, but yeah. He's doing pretty well, and he was very talkative this time, and we were joking about it, and I did kind of get him back, though, made him laugh, because he said to me, he says, he's like, "You're the one that lives furthest out," because I live 100 miles away from him, and he said, "But you were the first and only one to come visit me," and I said, "Well," I said, "I don't want to piss you off. because I don't want to be written out of the will. That's what I told him. And my dad, knowing that I was joking, he goes, dude, you're such a smart ass. And I told my dad, I said, yeah, well, I learned it from the best. I said, I'm a carbon copy of you, so you're a smart ass too. That's what I told him. And he just laughed and he said, yeah, you see what I mean? And so no, he was in really good spirits. He really was. I wish I had that set, the crane. Yeah. Thanks. It's a good set. Maybe the crane. Yeah, it all went good. True Rex, I was there with the set in front of me and could buy it right then. The ease sealed the deal. Yeah, it tends to. The W in the chat is meaning like, hey, let's go. The thing where it's like acknowledge. Oh, is it? Okay. I see. I don't even. Yeah, I don't know. English is my only language, and I don't know it that well. Well, I'm glad you went to go see him yesterday. That's awesome. Y'all had a good visit. Yeah, it was. Thank you. It was better than I thought it was going to be, and got to see my mom as well. Of course, she they're still married. They've been married 60 years. So yeah, I was able to see her as well, and get to deal with her orneriness a little bit. But actually, she was in a pretty good mood. She wasn't that ornery yesterday. I did ask my dad a question though that got him thinking. See, my mom, she's been deaf since she was 6 months old, and I asked him the question. I said, "Have you ever stopped to consider that maybe she's been able to hear this whole entire time and is just trolling you?" And my dad thought about it, and he's like, there's times that I swear she does hear, but no, my mom doesn't hear. She's deaf. So, yeah, it was a really good visit, Yeti. I need to go see him more often because I don't know how much time I've got left with him. So we've got a hat with upside down hat with a flower in it. I don't know what that's supposed to be, a magician or something. I am a magician, but it is fake. It is fake. That would be the biggest troll ever, and Oscar goes to, yes, it would be. But I seriously don't think she can hear. I just sometimes like to start stuff that I shouldn't. I think yesterday was part of that. It's just messing around. But yeah, okay, so we have a record player here. Cool. This set, it's got a lot of little things to it that are just awesome. All right, see, we got this little record player here. And I don't know what we're building here. What are we building here? Some sort of signpost? I don't know, postcards. I'm glad you went. I'll tell my wife. I tell my wife all the time, spend more time with her mom and dad. None of us know how much time we have left on this earth. Yeah, I mean, you know, my parents are older, but I'm not oblivious to the fact that it might be me that has more limited time than them. And not that I'm hoping anything happens, I'm not, but I mean, the truth is, you just don't know. And I was watching a video yesterday that just went off the rails. It was in Georgia of this lady who rear-ended this car and then took off. And they drove after her because they wanted the plates number. And when they caught up to her, she was standing out yelling at them, and she pulled out a gun. And thank goodness, one of the guys that she brandished a weapon to was able to wrestle the gun from her. And the gun went off, but no one was hit, thank goodness. I don't know if you saw that on Facebook or not, but that was where I saw it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, people are so crazy anymore. You don't know. You really don't. So, the way I live my life, I'm surprised I woke up this morning. If you have to pull out a gun and I'm behind the wheel, you just turn yourself into a speed bump. Yeah, I mean, there's no rationally speaking to somebody after that point, after they pull a weapon. All right, so we got that done. I think next we'll be working. Oh, it is the crane and instead of the mech. Okay, well, we got a crane and a mech to build still. So, and Richard, how you doing? How are things going for you? So, Richard, I know you and John are both living in Florida. You're in Orlando. How close is that to Miami? Because I hear a lot of crazy stuff about Miami, and I don't know how true it is. And I'm not here to say that just because I saw it on YouTube or the internet that it's true. So, all right, let's see. Daniel Evans. All right. Appreciate that message there. I do try to keep things, although I believe in what you're saying, I try to keep things as neutral as I can on here. Just because, yeah. I'm still not sure what happened down the street last night at Annapolis Naval Base. Oh, I didn't realize something happened down there at all. Was there some sort of incident or something? And I forgot, Hoarder, we've talked about this before, and I used to live kind of close to you within an hour. It seems like about 4 hours away in Miami is chaos. It's more like a foreign country, to be honest. Yeah, I've heard so many things. And like, you remember that show Cops? I used to love when they did Miami because it's always, you always knew it was going to be some good stuff. People popping off. And see, I think you are safe with this crowd to say such things. I mean, I agree with it, but I just never know, because I know I have a few subscribers that are like, yeah. So I don't know. I try to keep a space for everybody, which consequently turns into a space for nobody, because there's not a whole lot you can talk about when you start doing that. So it's kind of a tightrope thing that I walk every day. Oh, shoot. I didn't do that right. So RC, the other time, I want to say maybe a week ago or so, when I saw you on here, you said something about having a city update video, and I apologize, I have not looked, but I am curious. Have you released a new video? And if his answer is yes, everyone go watch it. Not right now, but go watch it. Please. Hey, Cliff, how's it going? Not just yet, but I've been cleaning the leg room like crazy, so it'll be tonight or this weekend. Okay. Yeah. Actually, things have been going pretty well, Cliff. Well, given the circumstances, it's been going really well. So I appreciate you asking or saying that. I hope everything's good with you as well, you and your family. Did I miss something here? No, I did not. Okay, well, that makes no sense. But you know what? This is Lego. Sometimes it doesn't have to make sense, right? This is a very intricate crane we're building here, even more so than a lot of the simple mobile cranes they've had. Now, they've had some Technic cranes that are very complex, more complex than this, but this is a pretty intricate with a lot of pieces crane. Oh, yeah, you can't stop thinking about that 3D train printed piece. Yeah, I saw that yesterday, and I don't think I'm really impressed with that, to be honest. Now I feel like Lego's just purposely slinging shit out there and expecting us to be like, oh, it's Lego, so it's cool. I'm sorry. I do like Lego a lot, but just because Lego puts their name on it doesn't make it cool. And sometimes I think Lego's counting on everything they do to be cool. But they really lost me on that Death Star. They really did. I didn't know that, Yeti. See, you're teaching me something new. Yeti saying they did 3 sets already. Awesome. Did not know. I'll have to. Is there like a? There's got to be a category then in Bricklink for 3D parts, and if there is, I'll take a look at that. Yeah, I never mind the Death Star, the crawfish tray. Oh, y'all crack me up. You can't wait to get the Christmas train. Yeah, the Christmas train is nice. I want to see somebody motorize it. Because I thought it was funny when Lego came out with the Orient Express. And they're like, oh, yeah, it can't be motorized. And then, like, within a week of it coming out, so there's a video going out there where somebody motorized it. It's like, yeah, well played, Lego. Can't be motorized, huh? Okay, I don't know where the end of this is. The end is near. Just can't find it. The Death Star would have been a better sell if they didn't already sell all of it in smaller chunks and less figs. Correct. And I really was not impressed with the interview done by that Lego employee, that one of the designers on there. He was making a ton of excuses like, oh, we couldn't double mold C-3PO's legs because it would take away from the, our budget for it. And I'm thinking like, okay, but you guys have the keychain and it's only like $7. I mean, how expensive is it really to double mold it? Especially when you already have been double molding it. Anyway, don't want to go down that rabbit hole again. I just wasn't impressed with it. And for some reason, I can't seem to thread this. Why can't I thread this? Normally threading these is easy. Do I really need to get well, I don't have any sewing needles. Okay, well, heard the Game Boy set is at Sam's Club for $10 off retail. That's pretty cool. Well, for some reason, I can't get this thing to go through, and I really need it to go through. And I don't really have an alternative. I have a hand full of actual Game Boys tamping my interest in the set. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to set the string aside. There's no way I'm going to be able to get it right now. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's the key. Because now it blocks part of that hole that it was going down. Now let's try it. Yep, that was the key. So by putting the axle through that hole, it blocked it from being able to go down, which is what it kept doing. Stupid thing. It's like the foosball table Lego made. You can get a real deal for half the price. Yeah, I remember that. That was completely insane of a set. Why they ever thought that was a good idea, I don't know. Anyone going for the Sega controller GWP? No, not me. But I don't know. There might be others that will be. Okay. That took longer than I thought because I couldn't thread that. So thank you for your patience. Let's see. Oh, I didn't realize what time it is. Spencer should be home very soon. Okay, I'm sure we're going to thread it through these two things we just made. They could have done a better job with that Sega controller. Really want to go to other Lego store this weekend. It's further away, but the pick-a-brick wall is twice the size of my stores. And Hoarder, if I remember right, you live in the Annapolis area, and which means you have that store in Annapolis. You got one in Baltimore, and you got one at Pentagon City. I think that's Fashion Place Mall or Fashion City Mall, and then Potomac Mills down in Woodbridge. Then you got another one over in Tyson's Corner. Which, man, I really kind of miss that because now I live 2 hours from the closest Lego store. And unfortunately, I passed right past it yesterday, but because of my sister and my son being in the truck with me, I was not able to stop. It was almost a crime. Well, there goes the garage door. That means Spencer's home. Okay, that's kind of weird. What games you got? I'm 5 minutes from Annapolis Mall and Arundel Mills. Okay, yeah. I've been to that area. Okay. Let's see if we can push this down a little bit. I have Sonic 1, 2, 3, and X-Men games, Mortal Kombat. I have a bunch of games for Sega Genesis. All right, so now they want us to place this on here. Okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, so we have the crane installed. See if I can back that up so you can see. Nope, you're not going to see it that way. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure what's next. I might have to bring that right back. Oh. What games you got? Cool spot. I have Sonic 1, 2, 3. You have X-Men game. Okay, I read that. Will, I got cool spot on SNES. I have nearly every game system, even 2 different models of 3DO, the Neo Gen, and the Wonderful Swan Color. Okay, I've never heard of that one. The last one. That game was fun as a child. We rented it every weekend for a long time. We should have just bought the game. Yeah, I forgot. You used to be able to rent games. Man, that's a good pastime. Yeah, you used to be able to go to Blockbuster and do that. All right, so we added this little roof piece right here. Dang, Tex got them all. I have the SNES. I have the original Nintendo. I have the Nintendo 64, GameCube. Boy, I have all Nintendo consoles except for the Switch 2. I've got the original Nintendo NES still. It's downstairs, and it's not even hooked up. Oh, I can't remember the last time I turned that thing on. But yeah, I've got one as well. I also have the Intellivision too. You guys remember that? All right, guys, try to be back before you end it. Oh, hey, Richard, see ya. Yes, I am streaming tonight, Richard. If you're still there, sorry if I missed you. We'll be doing the river steamboat. Okay, so we added the other piece of the roof right here. And then now we're building the mech, which, oh my gosh, there's a lot of pieces to this, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. Oh, my back's hurting. Rex, did you purchase all the video games theme sets, or at least the system sets? Yeah, Cajun, I understand that. I miss the mom and pop rental stores plus Blockbuster. I remember when there was also a video rental store in almost every corner back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, you know, honestly, kind of weird because I live in this really small town. But that is one thing we have here. We still have a video rental place. It's called like CWC or something like that. It's kind of a unique sort of store. They sell toys, the children's types, not the adult ones. But they sell toys. They do video rentals. He does concrete work too, it says on the sign, and he's a general contractor. So, yeah, I'm not sure what he builds, but there you go. Friday night, I used to get shrimp pizza and rent a video game right next door to where we buy the pizza from. That's awesome. I have a CRT television. Oh, wow. You're screaming. Yeah, I'm screaming about everything, dude. I could scream about marriage problems. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just messing around. I regret selling that one I had a few years back, but I changed this room into a Lego room, and that old box had to go. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not going to bust my fingers on getting those things together. Just use a table. Well, we got just this mech, and I think this set's done after that. Okay, make sure I get this right. No, it goes that way. Okay, so I don't know if that's like the hip and part of the leg, but yeah, it looks like it is. Because I just flipped the page and I see the rest of what we're doing. All right. Okay, so if that's the case, I did this other side wrong, and I did. Okay. Yep. I did that wrong. Okay, fixed. Yeah, this definitely looks like the hip with the start of the legs here. This mech looks like it's going to be really fragile with how many pieces it has and how it's laid out. You're hungry. I am too. As soon as this stream's over, I'm going to get something to eat. I still have some leftover Betos, so if I feel like I'm not being a regular guy, I can just go ahead and break into that. Sure. I'm sure you guys wanted to know all that, but anyway, yeah. Oh wow, this is super crazy. I mean, the way they did that. There we go. I went grocery shopping yesterday after the Lego store and couldn't find anything to eat. Well, see, that's the problem with me is when I'm hungry, everything looks good. And it all goes straight to my waistline, I admit. Okay, so that's that way. Okay. If you're hungry, grab a Snickers because you're not yourself when you're hangry. Actually, the best commercial they did was the one with the guy from Spider-Man who played Doc Ock, and they had him on the subway grate in a dress, and it was supposed to be Marilyn Monroe, but because he hadn't eaten, Marilyn Monroe's dress was on that guy who played Doc Ock, and it says, "You're not you when you're hangry." That was crazy. I loved it though. Okay, so definitely we got legs going here. She's got legs. Or the mech does. Okay. Almost busted some fingers there. If you're hungry, snap yourself into a Slim Jim. Oh, boy. Steak sub's easiest, therefore it wins. Actually, my son Spencer went to Subway yesterday here in town. And they raised their prices. Like steak sandwiches used to be like $12, and now it's $15 overnight. Okay, so we have the legs, and we've got one last bag, and this is going to be done. I have never seen this piece before. And I don't know if it's new or not, but thought I'd point it out because I've never seen it, and it looks very unique. All right. Wow, still going. Yes, we are. I don't think that piece has ever been seen you either. No, it probably hasn't. Yeah, John, just working on the mech, which is the last piece of this, and it's done. I don't think I've ever seen this used that way either. I've seen these pieces before, but I've never seen the axle hole used in here. I've always seen it on the ends. Oh, I see. This is the driver's seat cockpit for the person driving the mech. right there. Well, that's cool. Definitely don't want to get my fingers caught in that. Make me a sub steak. I'll be right over there in 10. Oh no, Yeti. Someone offered me a steak sandwich. I might be over there in 5. Might have to pick up your game a little bit there. Okay, so we've got part of an arm going there. Oh, I was supposed to do that twice. Oops. Okay. Oh, so that goes on that side. Okay, well, I need to build the other thing here. I need to make something similar to that mech frame, but with different colors. I have an old, not quite figure that needs one. Well, you know, I used to collect, I don't remember the name of them, but it was back in the day before the internet. They used to have these catalogs. You could buy these plastic model kits to build mechs. And I used to think the mechs looked really cool. And I purchased a few. Oh my gosh, another person calling me. And yet another person who subscribed to this channel and should know that I'm streaming right now. Nice. Love it. A fellow from Dimension X. Okay, cool. Okay. So here we have our mech guy. And they've got him. Let's see, I want him to stand the same exact way. Oh, I see. He connects to these things. Okay. All right. So we're done with the set. We've got the mech guy. We've got the crane. We've got the little thing that pulls them out of the shop. We've got all kinds of stuff here. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on this one or not, but I may. But do remember that I am doing part 2 of the River Steamboat tonight, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Thank you guys for being here. Please drop a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.